Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. I want to start thanking President Wilson, Mrs. Wilson. Guys, I don't know any other president in this whole wide world that cares as much as President Wilson for us, that's constantly interceding for us. So thank you, Mrs. Wilson, as well. Eric, you're awesome. Thank you so much for everything you do for us. And Ali and Agustin, you guys carry the spiritual life of this campus so well, and I'm incredibly thankful for everything you guys do for us. Thank you. Well, I want to start on Romans 12:2. I don't like reading out loud, so bear with me a little bit. It says, "Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect." I was in this political science class. It's game theory and politics. It's super fun. And Dr. Ellis was talking about this article about this lady that lives in Philadelphia. She was on her way back home. She took the subway, and she was sexually assaulted in the subway. People, instead of calling the police, decided to record this event. It took 27 stops until someone decided to call the police. 27 stops until someone wanted to take action. After hearing about this incident, my heart was heavy. And if this doesn't shock you, I don't know what really will. I've come to the conclusion that our world is broken, our world is devastated, and our world needs desperately Jesus. In this class, we were talking about the bystander effect. I'm a big learner, love learning, love classes, so. In this class, we were talking about bystander effect, which is something that occurs in the presence of others, discouraging an individual for intervening in an emergency. The fun fact about this is people are most likely to take action in a crisis when there are few or none other witnesses present. Like I said before, this word is hurting. And after thinking a little bit about this, I was like, if I don't go and I don't take action, then who? If I don't do it now, then when? I'm just going to be an observer, or is my faith going to be proactive and do something about it? In Matthew 25:14-30, it's a parable of the talents many of us have heard before, but God gives someone 5 talents, and God gives 1 talent to the other person, and the person that has 5 talents was able to double those talents by the end, and the person that only had 1, he was bitter and resented, so he didn't want to do anything else with that 1 talent. As I was thinking about those parables, God reminded me of ORU. ORU is a place in which we're constantly being poured out spiritually, a place they make sure that we're growing spiritually. But what are we doing with that? Guys, I don't think we fully comprehend the honor of being able to hold hands with our brothers and sisters and worship together. I don't think we fully comprehend what being able to have a Bible and reading a Bible in front of everyone means. I don't think we fully comprehend what being able to preach the gospel freely means. There are places across the world where persecution is part of their daily lives, where they're willing to lay their lives down for the gospel. Guys, what are we doing with our talents? We have an overflowing of His presence daily in this place, but I think at times we tend to take that for granted. There are people like John Chow that lay their lives down just for the gospel. There's people, missionaries around the world that do this full time. If we don't go, then who? Don't we think it's selfish of us to have that supernatural, joyful, hope, peace, God that we get to talk and be part of daily and not share that with the world? ORU, I think it's time to rise up. It's time to be a generation of change. It's time to be a generation that the churches have been praying for us. If we don't do it, then who? I think we're the generation of change. We're the generation of the roaring of the Lion of Judah. And it's time for us to get up. I don't know about you, but from now on, in 15 years, I want to be back here in Homecoming and see my brothers and sisters and talk about all the kingdom work that we have done, all the missionary work that we've done. I want to see people that have run to the cross with, people that have laid their lives down here, people that run to altar calls, people that have been serving. I want to see them, but ultimately, I want to see you in heaven, rejoicing with the Lord. I want to be singing in every nation, in every tongue, and I want to see you there, friends. So please, I beg you to share this good news with everyone that you can, because this world is desperate for hope. This world needs a generation that will stand up for the wrong and call out the good, and a generation that Everything is dividing us. Let's find that one point that will unite us. In a generation where everything is a click of a bottom, let's be that click of hope for people. I want to conclude by saying what Oral said, rise up, my students, to hear my voice, to where my light is them, where my voice is here small, and my healing power is not yet even found, to the outermost bounds of the earth. Thank you, ORU. I pray that this will be an encouragement for this generation. I love you guys.